We're back mga Lodi. Now, solve natin yung problems na to. So, we have a simply supported beam saka non-prismatic beam. But both of these are determinate. So, thankfully, meron tayong easier problems. So, here, we have a simply supported beam, and then we have to determine the rotation at A, the distance of the point of maximum deflection from the left, and also the maximum deflection. So first, we have to solve the reactions. Meron tayong reaction dito. Sabihin natin AY, and this is DY. Yan. Now, to solve AY, I can take moments about D. So I have AY multiplied by 15 minus 120 multiplied by a moment arm of, if the whole length is 15, then this must be 7. 15 minus 5 minus 3. So the moment arm is 7 plus 3, we have 10. And then for this load, minus 120 multiplied by 3. So set natin to 0. We have 120 times 10 plus 120 times 3. Divide ko yan by 15. This is the reaction at A. So we have 104 kN. And then, diba, for double integration, our origin is from the left. And then essentially, our cut is just right before the very last segment. Yan. So meaning, I don't have to solve dy. Di ko na kailangan yan. So, di ko na rin yan isosolve. Now, first, I'm gonna form EI y prime prime. This is our moment equation. So this is 104 multiplied by x. Again, this is x. And then minus 120, and then its moment arm going to the cut. It's going to be x minus 5. Deduct mo yan. So use pointed brackets kasi meron tayong minus. And then we have minus 120 ulit, and then multiplied by x minus 12. Yang distance na yan. X minus 12. So x minus 12, integrate na natin. So now we have EI y prime. This is now the slope equation. So this is 104 x squared over 2 minus 120 x minus 5 squared divided by 2 minus 120 x minus 12 squared divided by 2. And then since we are integrating, merong lalabas na arbitrary constant. Now, you don't need to simplify this kasi tatlong expressions lang naman yan. Kakasya yan sa calculator. So, now, we're gonna form the deflection equation, which is EI y. So this is now 104 x cubed over 2 times 3 minus 120 x minus 5 cubed divided by 2 times 3 minus 120 times x minus 12 cubed divided by 2 times 3. And then plus C1, meron na yung kadugtong na x. And then, merong bagong arbitrary constant because we are now integrating twice. So, plus C2. Now, for the boundary conditions, let's check the support conditions. At x equals 0, walang deflection dyan. So, meaning, y is equal to 0 pala. Meaning, if you have this condition, always C2 magiging 0. Basta x equals 0, y equals 0. Now, how about C1? For C1, to solve C1, we have this other boundary condition for which at x equals 12, again, this is our origin, yung buong distance is, 15 pala. This is 15. At x equals 15, walang deflection. So, y is equal to 0. So, then, I can solve C1. So, copy natin yan. sorry. Set natin yan to 0, yung y. And then, lahat ng x values, papalitan ko ng 12. Now, 12 minus 12 just becomes 0. So, you can just exclude this one. And then, palitan natin to ng 12. Therefore, we have 0 equals 104 times 12 cubed divided by 6 minus 120 times 12 minus 5 cubed, divide natin yan by 6, plus C1, which is our unknown, multiplied by 12. Yan. So, solving C1, we have minus 1924.33. Now, its fraction form is minus 5773 over 3. So, C1 equals minus 5773. Divide natin yan by 3. Yan. So, copy natin to. And then, for the first question, we need to find the rotation at A. Diba? Now, yung rotation at A is actually this value. Yung value ng C1. Pero ba't iba? 2530. Check na natin. Check natin dito. 2530. 1924. Wait lang 104 x minus 5 and x minus 12. Cube. Tama naman. Baka meron akong maling input. Paki-review na lang. But i-check ko dito. Deflection light. Yung span is 15. And then merong 120 at 5 saka 3. So, palitan natin ng 100 saka 10,000. Ito yung slope at A. So, tama nga. 2530. Review natin yung solution natin. 104 times... Ay, okay. Sorry. X equals 15 pala. Kaya pala. Sorry. 15 yan. 15. Lahat ng yan, 15. Yan. So, ibig sabihin, C1 is a different value pala. So, 15 cubed over 6. And then, 120 times 10 cubed over 6. And then, kasali pala to. Kasi 15 minus 12, meron niyang value. So, minus 120 times 3 cubed, divide natin by 6, plus 15x. Set to 0, solve natin yung C1. So, 2530.67. And then negative. Or, in fraction form, this is minus 7592 over 3. So, papalitan natin to ng minus 7592 divided by 3. Now, the next question is, find the distance daw of the point of maximum deflection from the left support. Now, you have to assume talaga kung saan yung location ng maximum deflection. Kasi pag mali yung segment na assumption mo, yung i-return na value is mali din. Now, we have two concentrated loads, 120 kN saka 120 kN. Now, usually, pag meron kang load saka nakasandwich yung segment na nasandwich, dyan yung maximum deflection. So, bale, I will consider segment BC. Now, if I will consider segment BC, then I have to exclude this 120 kN load. Bakit? Kasi, if I will include that in my equation, mali na yung x niya na ibibigay. Bale, dito tayo sa slope equation, di ba? To get the maximum deflection, the location of the maximum deflection, we have to set the slope to 0. Set natin yan to 0, and then, exclude natin yan. Because our assumption is, ano kasi, andyan siya, within siya, segment BC. But, try muna natin. Try natin na we will include this expression in our calculation. Bale, ito yung mangyayari. We have 0 equals 104 x squared over 2 minus 120 times x minus 5, square natin yan, divide by 2, minus 120 x minus 12 divided by 2, and then naka-square yan, and then minus 7592 divided by 3. Now, this is including the whole equation. So, set ko yan to 0. Let's assume a value of, let's say, 13. Yan. Check mo yung binigay. Yung binigay na value is 8.78. Now, the question is this realistic? Di ba hindi? Kasi, if you will include everything dito sa slope equation, meaning, your assumption is nasa CD yung location ng maximum deflection. But, CD is from 12 up to 15. Now, 8.78 is lesser than that limit, those limits. Therefore, we have to move one segment down. Bale, try mong i-remove yung my x minus 12 kasi 4 segment CD na yan. So, remove natin. And then, let's try to solve another value of x. So, shift solve and then input mo yung average ng segment BC. This is from 5 to 12. Bale, yung average niyan is somewhere around 8. So, input ko 8. So now I have 7.459, which is our answer dito, 7.46. So this is now the location of the maximum deflection. Bale, you really have to exclude this. So now, the location of the maximum deflection is, by the way, ito yung slope at A. And then, the location of the maximum deflection is 7.459 meters. And then, I will just store this value sa A. Yan. Kasi, yung next question kasi is the maximum deflection. So, ito na yung gagamitin ko. Now, to compute the maximum deflection, balik tayo dito sa EIY. Palitan natin yung C1. This is minus 7,592 over 3. Minus 7,592 divided by 3. And then, let's substitute this value, 7.459. But, ito yung dapat mong tandaan. Pag naka-pointed bracket yung equation mo, hindi yan pwedeng maging negative sa inside. Hindi yan pwedeng maging negative inside. Bale, the value of the maximum deflection is 7.459. If you substitute 7.459 dito, 7.459, diba, this expression will be negative. But, hindi yan pwede. Ibig sabihin, you have to exclude this in your calculation of the maximum deflection. So now, to compute y, we have EIY equals, type natin to. So, 104 x cubed over 6, and then minus 120 times x minus 5 to the third over 6 minus, dito ka na, 7,592 divided by 3 multiplied by x, and then press calc, recall A. So we have 11980.39 negative. And then divide natin by EI, yung dalawang sides. Ito na yung deflection. Maximum deflection. So, sabihin natin Y max. Yan. So, be careful lang talaga sa what you will exclude talaga. Now, how about for this problem? We have a simply supported beam loaded as shown. Now, we have to determine the rotation at B, the rotation at C, deflection at B, saka deflection at C. Now, for this type of problem, you can use conjugate beam method, but I prefer the virtual work method. Pero, marami yung tanong. Yung virtual work method is ideal kung isa lang yung hinahanap. But rotation at B, rotation at C kasi. So, ano na lang talaga. Conjugate beam na lang yung gagamitin natin. So, for the conjugate beam, di ba, the free end becomes fixed, and then the fixed end becomes free. So if we are to draw the conjugate beam, then we have this figure. Ito na yung fixed support, and then this is now free. So this is 6 meters, saka dito na lang. Six meters, saka 3 meters. Yan. So first, gagawa natin to ng moment diagram by parts. So, project tayo ng lines dyan. Yan. And then, redraw na lang natin. Burahin natin to. And then, lagay muna natin yung fixed support sa left side. And then, let's first apply the loads. For the loads, we have 100 kN, 100 kN, and we also have 300 kNm. Yan. So, this is 2i, this is only I, this is 6 meters, this is 3 meters. Yan. So, what is the vertical reaction at A? Diba, this will be 100. But, there is actually a way to exclude this. Bale, diba, you can pick your moment center. Dun ka na lang sa fixed support to avoid solving the reactions. Kasi kung andyan yung moment center mo, you will exclude all the loads right there. So first, draw natin yung moment diagram by parts. Let's project lines where there are loadings. So, dito, saka dito. But, you have to take into account that the sections are varying. Ibig sabihin, dito, this is 100 kN. And then, this will cause, if this is our moment center about A, if the load causes the beam to rotate downward, then it's a negative area. Now, this load causes the beam to rotate downward kung hahawakan mo yan. So, meaning, we have a negative area. So, from 100, we have 100 times 6, this is gonna be 600. But, diba, we have to divide this by EI. But, EI is not constant, bala, magiging parang E times 2I. Yan. So, now, this is 300 over EI. I hope you would agree. Now, how about for the 300 kNm load? Now, check natin. This is a clockwise load. So, this will cause the beam to rotate downward. Meaning, we have a negative area still. So, I will just extend this. Again, pwede mo yang i-overlap if that's what you want. Pero ako, hindi ko kasi gusto mag-overlap kasi nalilito ako. So, extend natin yan. Saka, eto rin. So, now, I have this line. And then, we have 300 kNm. Since this is I, automatic, just draw a constant line. And then, this is 300. By the way, this is the zero line, saka ito rin. But, for the remaining segment, this one, we have to divide 300 by 2. So, extend natin yan. This is now, bale, 300 over E times 2I, magiging, dito na lang, magiging 150. And so, this is now what we'll apply dito sa conjugate beam. Bale, yung nasa moment diagram by parts mo, yan na yung magiging loading dito sa conjugate beam mo. And then, the value of the shear, that will define your what? Rotation or slope. And then, the value of the moment will define your deflection. So, apply natin yung loads natin. So, here we have 300. And then, since this is a negative area, then this must be acting downward. Yan. This is 300. Now, this is also acting downward. But, ilalagay ko na lang to dito sa taas. So, here I have a downward load of 150. Yan. And then, dito naman, 300. Yan, mga lodi. Now, the first question is, determine the rotation at B. So, ano yung isosolve natin? Yung isosolve natin is the shear at B. Now, you don't have to draw the moment diagram or shear and moment diagram. Just make a cut. Let's make a cut at B. And then, solve natin yung shear at that point. So, for the shear, let's say VB, we have yung area ng triangle, bala, this is 6 meters, this is 3. Yung area ng triangle is minus 1/2 times base. Ano yung base? The base is 6. Height is 300. Yan. And then, minus 150 multiplied by 6. So, times 6. We have a shear value of this is 1/2 times 6 times 300 and then minus 150 times 6. Tama ba? Minus pala yung dalawa. So, yan. So, this is minus 1,800. Yan. But, we have to divide this by EI. Bale, yung slope at B is, diba, this is naka kn m squared yan. So, minus 1/8 kn m squared multiply natin by 1,000 cubed and then divide natin by EI. Now, ano yung EI? E is 70 GPA. So, 70, convert natin to MPA, 70 times 10 to the 3. And then I is 500 times 10 to the 6. Yan. So, solve natin yung rotation at B. Dito na lang ako. Wait lang. So, minus 1/2 times 6 times 300 minus 150 times 6 equals. Yan. So, math formatting, decimal. Copy ko yan. This is VB. Yan. So, Q control G equals of B is VB times 1,000 cube over 70,000 times 500 times 10 to the 6. So, ano yung sagot? tama ba? Tama. Minus point, hindi pala nakikita. Ito yung solution. So, let's use 5 decimals. Yung sagot natin, minus 0.051. Yan. So, tama yung number 7. And then, for the rotation at C, we have to calculate, by the way, sulat na lang natin, this is minus 0.05143 radians. And then, for the other one, we have VC. Yan. So, VC is this value, magi-carry over kasi yan, minus 1,800, and then, we're just gonna add this area. Bale, minus 300 times 3. So, this is now minus 2,700. So, therefore, the rotation at C, this is gonna be minus 2,700. Yan. By the way, this is ano pala? Squared. Okay, and m squared yan. So, modify natin yung VB, and then we also have the rotation at C. So, minus 1/2 times minus natin yung 300 times 3. Yan. And then this will be VC. Yan. So, 0.0777. Check natin. 0.0771. So, this is radians. Yan. Now, dito naman tayo sa deflection. For deflection questions, moment na yung kukunin mo. Hindi na slope. So, this is for C pala. I mean, hindi na shear. So, ano yung MB? MB is gonna be, copy lang natin to, and then let's just add the moment arms. Now, the moment arm of the triangular load going to be, yung centroid yan is nandito. So, this is 2/3 ng 6. So, 2/3 of 6 minus 150 times 6. The moment arm of this distributed load is half of 6. So, multiply natin yan by 3. And then, divide natin to by EI. So, modify na lang din natin to. We have MB, and then add natin yung moment arms. This is 2/3 ng 6, while this is 3. Yan. So, we have minus 6,300. And then, this is now MB. Yan, MB. And this is now the deflection at B. So, D, Control G, underscore B. Yan. So, the deflection at B is 0.18. But, moment na kasi. Kapag moment na, this becomes essentially minus 6,300 kn m cubed na yan. Therefore, the deflection at B is minus 180. Yan, 180 mm. And then, finally, for the deflection at C, we're gonna solve the deflection at the moment at C, considering the conjugate beam. So MC is, copy lang natin yung resultants, but for the moment arm, we're gonna add a certain distance kasi this will now be 2/3 of 6, and then you're gonna add 3. So meron tong plus 3, and then minus 150 times 6, resultant nito, and then 3 plus 3, and then finally we have this load, so minus 300 times 3, and then the moment arm is half of 3, so 1.5. Wait lang, may tumatawag. So, solving the moment, dito tayo, modify lang natin yung labels. This is now MC, this is now the deflection at C, and then for the moment arm, dadagdag tayo ng 3, saka dito rin, plus 3 yan. And then add natin yung 300. So minus 300 times 3 multiplied by 1.5. Yan. So minus 13050. So then this is now MC. So the deflection at C is minus 372.857. So check natin yan dito. 373. So tama lang. Copy ko na lang. Ito yung MC. And then the deflection at C is this one. Yan. Wait lang po.
End stream na po tayo guys kasi nandito na girlfriend ko.
Ayan dyan. Nadunggan to, be.
Huh?
Nadunggan to.
Oh, you're still live? Oh no. Wait, so makita nila sa akong ipang chat.
Dili. Second screen man eh. Yan na lang muna mga Lodi.
Ay, putang.
Bebe time pa.